McCann struck out and singled and walked against Tang on Tuesday. The pitch. Fastball is outside, ball one. 1-0. Kyle 5 out of 21 in this series. 1-0 River Cats in the bottom of the first inning. With 2 outs, Thomas drew a walk and Pozo singled him over to third. Outfield pretty deep and straight away. The stretch and the 1-0 to Kyle McCann. That breaking ball comes in high at 86, 2-0. Apparently they want to challenge that. Sacramento challenging. Pitch is a strike. Apparently, according to the graphic, it got the very top of the strike zone. So instead of 2-0, they count 1-1. Sacramento wins that challenge, each team with 3. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Thomas down the line from third. Pozo off first. Trenton Brooks playing right in front of him. Here's the 1-1 stretch and the pitch. McCann hits a breaking ball in the air, foul near the third base dugout. Is going to bend back about 3 rows in. It's 1-2 on Kyle McCann.
With runners on first and third in a 1-0 game, the Aviators will look to not only tie this game up early here, they'll look to continue a trend that they've started all year long. 118 runs in the first inning for Las Vegas, the most in minor league baseball. They've gotten off to a hot start way more often than not.
1-2. Here's the look. And the 1-2 to Kyle McCann. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Looked like a slider going away at 80. It wasn't a far worse injury. Here's the pitch. And that's in for a strike. Fastball at 91, 0-1. Schumann at 272, 9 homers, 42 driven in, and 19 stolen bases. 1 out of 10 so far in the series. Connor Capel waits on deck. Nobody out. Bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball a little bit high. That evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, great to hear that Brett's doing all right. He's a guy who stands close to the plate anyway, so he told me he does get hit by pitches more often than a lot of other guys, but a scary situation. Glad that everything's all right.
Here's the 1-1. Schumann swings through that fastball at 92, 1-2.
I remember talking to Brett the first day that he got called up from Midland, about his game, what he likes to do, what he likes to focus on. Was telling me about how often he used to get hit by pitch at college when he was at Gonzaga. Said there was a game against Oregon State. He got hit in his first 4 plate appearances in the game.
1-2. That's down and away. 2-2. That's when you start having your at-bats sponsored by the Red Cross. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Max Schumann. Opening up things in the bottom of the second. River Cats an early 1-0. Here's the 2-2. As a chopper foul, it'll go off the screen in front of the third base dugout. Fran Reardon dutifully picks it up, looks for someone to throw to. It's football season, so it's like he's looking for someone to throw to. And he's going to underhand it to a youngster right in the front row.
About a
2-2.
35-yard line or so, right?
Yeah. Was he past the line of scrimmage, though? I think the officials have to look that one over. Pitch foul back, 2-2 now on Schumann, who just fouled off an 87-mile-an-hour breaking ball.
And you're in a football mode. UNLV falling to the number 2 team in the country in the Michigan Wolverines, but all things considered, I was impressed by the effort overall.
Yeah, they showed some promise in certain ways. Remember, there are 55 new players on the Rebel football team. Fastball's in there, strike 3 call. Schumann's out. Second strike.
The team as any in college football that season.
2 on, nobody out. Thomas swings through a breaking ball. Strike 1, 0-1.
But it's funny that you ask the question, given the start of football season. It's one of my favorite facts about this particular athlete, who's now having a pretty good start to his college football season.
Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball fouled away. Same pitch. And they count 0-2.
The answer, of course, Coach Prime, Deion Sanders.
He's the one. There may be a temptation out there to say Bo Jackson. Well, he's the other real possibility, but it was, in fact, Deion Sanders. 5 days after hitting a home run for the Yankees, he returned a punt 68 yards for a touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. The 0-2. All the way to the backstop, and the runners will move up 90 feet. It's the second time this inning that happened. It happened against Wade, and now it happens here. Wild pitch. Gets Wade to third. He's the tying run with all kinds of speed. Hernandez at second, and a count 1-2 on Cody Thomas.
And how about the job that Deion has done at Colorado? And not only have they been dominant in the first 2 weeks, both wins against teams that were projected to beat them, but the way that he's changed recruiting and the NIL landscape in college football has been incredible in a short sample size.
The 1-2. Thomas swings and misses and strikes out. He didn't get a fastball. It's Tang just out there spinning the ball up. Runners of the corners and 2 down. He's up again. Stretched by Tang. And a pitch to Kyle McCann. Fastball directly down the heart of the plate for a strike. 0-1. Hernandez at third, Pozo at first. The 0-1 pitch now. McCain chases that breaking ball. 0-2. So McCann struck out swinging his first time up. Now he's down 2 strikes. Hernandez at third. The Aviators trying to make something happen here, but it's been tough for them against Tang on Tuesday, and they're trying to change their luck here if they can. Fastball down and in. Got it up to 94, but he missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kyle McCann. Tang 51 pitches now, 30 strikes. Boyle threw 360 pitches for Las Vegas, 35 strikes. 1-2. Hernandez off third. Pozo a very short lead off first. Then the pitch to McCann. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. It's the same thing as Tuesday.
Of the night, here it is. And it's over the inside for a called strike at 92. And we welcome those of you tuning in on the Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network as well. There's 2 more games remaining in the partnership for the rest of the year, both in the next homestand against Reno. People takes a bouncing ball for ball number 1. Count goes even to the Aviators. Left-handed batting center fielder. Games on Wednesday the 20th, Friday the 22nd. Our last 2 Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network broadcasts of the season. The 1-1 hit right in front of the plate, but it's ruled foul. Art Bass, home plate umpire, immediately ruling that one a foul ball for strike 2. Capel had a very similar looking bouncer back to Tang in the second. So far, Tang, much like he was on Tuesday, flummoxing Aviators bats. No runs on 2 hits so far. The River Cats with 1 on 4. Here's the 1-2 from Tang to Capel. And it's swung on and missed for strike 3. Breaking ball in on the back foot, fooled Capel. It's the 5th strikeout of the night for Kai. Bouncing, nobody on. He takes high, fastball at 92 for ball 1. Other than the Dykeman single, Yoel Pozo with a poke through the right side of the infield in the first, the only other base hit. Here comes pitch number 60 for Kaiwei Tang. It'll be on a 1-0 offering. Dykeman waves and misses at a changeup fading away from him. A ball and a strike the count. Dykeman with the hit in the second. Now 7 of 20 in the series. 2 home runs and 5 RBIs in total. He's got 26 RBIs on the year. Infield playing him to pull as he bounces away from a bouncing ball. 2-1 the count to Greg Dykeman, whose home run last night in the 4th inning expanded the Aviators' lead at that time to 5-1, eventual 8-5 winners. Out of the set, Tang delivers, and another swing and miss from Dykeman, who moves the count to 2-2. Tang's got that slider moving in towards lefties really well tonight. That was one of the reasons why he was ultra effective on Tuesday, and so far a lot of the same here on a Sunday evening in Southern Nevada. River Cats 1, Stars nothing here in the bottom of inning number 4. Count even at 2 with 2 outs and nobody on to Dykeman as Tang rocks and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the curveball down. Tyler Wade and Darrell Hernandez. Sacramento starter Kaiwei Tang. It's a first pitch ground ball chopped into the Aviators' first base dugout for strike 1. Davidson with a little bit of friendly fire to start out his second at bat. Grounded out to second to end the second inning. Davidson 6 of 13 in the series. He's played in now 5 of the 6 outings. Tang spins a slider over the outside, and the count goes quickly 0-2 to Davidson. Switch hitting designated hitter batting from the left. Way off the line at third is Alvarez, almost behind the base at second is the shortstop Fitzgerald. Here's the 0-2 from Tang. Swung on, hit in the air down the left field side, but that'll fade into the seats and keep the count 0-2. Joe Boyle issuing walks number 4 and 5 in the top of the 5th inning. But as he's done all night, getting out of runners on base jam again. Here's another 0-2 to Davidson. Swings and misses, a breaking ball in the dirt fooled him. And Tang, after striking out, capable of Darrell Hernandez as the Aviators bullpen starts buzzing. Hernandez swings to the first pitch and lines it straight back. Out goes 0-1. Looks like the lefty Garrett Williams starting to get loose, and it is. Joe Boyle, the starter, at 91 pitches through 5 innings full. He's given up a run on 4 hits with 5 walks. Hernandez checks the swing, able to hold up on a front door slider that stayed high. 1-1 the count to Hernandez, who's 0 for 1. Tapped out back to Tang in the first. Walked and was stranded in the third. Here's the offering. An excuse me swing for Hernandez on a breaking ball way down and outside. One of those ones where about halfway through you realize you've gone too far and just kind of feign the back part of the swing. Prior to the 1-2, Hernandez calls time and steps out. As Williams furiously getting loose beyond the right field fence for the Stars. Infield deep, outfield straight up against Hernandez as Kai-Wei Tang sets and deals on 1-2. Over the inside, called for strike 3. Breaking pitch at 83. Goes for strikeout number 8 on the night for Sacramento starter Kai-Wei.